How's it, Aloha gang, and welcome to High Now Daily. I am Kai Noah Carlson, very excited to be back and bringing the energy, and I mean literally bringing the energy. We're actually standing inside the warehouse over here. This is alternate energy, and today what we're going to be talking about, there's so much conversation happening in energy independence. What's happening here locally, though? That's why I want to start off with our first two guests over here, Radford Nakamura, Dave Thompson from Alternate Energy. Welcome to the show, gentlemen.
Welcome. Thanks.
Very excited to have you guys. Okay, Radford, I want to start with you. Alternate Energy, local company, been around since 1993. Tell us about it.
Yep. Well, we've been here, in Pearl City industrial area. Our owner, Bruce Ekimura, in 1993, formed Alternate Energy, so solar, renewable energy, solar hot water, and we've been here, for over 33 years now. So a locally owned company that will help families hopefully lower their energy bills by solar, photovoltaic, battery storage, solar hot water, even HVAC, AC, split air, to bring efficiencies to the homes. And we also have, roofing as well too. So kind of a single source that people can find a locally owned company and come to work with us.
Absolutely, and even when you're driving around Hawaii, we're seeing it more and more. So a lot of conversation again happening. We lost the federal tax credit at the end of 2025. What's on tap for the new year, and what should people here in Hawaii know?
Yeah, well, the Hawaii state tax credit is still available for solar PV and for solar hot water. We're getting ready to introduce a prepaid option that you can save 35% for the homeowners, working with Participate Energy. So we're really excited about bringing that option to homeowners since the federal tax credit expired.
All right, now absolutely. Now I want to expand a little bit more on some of these options that are available. Dave, tell us about Participate. What's taking place right now, and again, the options that people have.
Yeah, so Participate Energy is a way for the homeowner to kind of indirectly take advantage of the federal tax credit still. Part of the big beautiful bill, it eliminated federal tax credit for residential systems, but for commercial systems, they can still get the 30% federal tax credit. So this company, Participate Energy, they purchase the equipment, right, and they pass along the federal tax credits to the customer. So just to give you an example, on an average system, let's say it's 50,000, right? And so, originally the customer would be able to take advantage of the federal tax credit, which would knock their net costs down. Participate Energy, because they purchased the equipment, they're able to pass along those savings to the customer. And so, long story short, instead of 50,000 out of pocket for the customer, it comes out to 32.5, right, on a standard system size, as an example. So I think it's going to be an option that a lot of folks are going to take advantage of, with the federal tax credit being gone. They also give an extra 5% because in Hawaii, we still have the state tax credits.
Right.
So Participate Energy is able to, by purchasing the equipment, reap some of those savings and then pass it along to the customer as well.
Gotcha. And then some of our local credit unions as well. There's some favorable rates and loans when it comes to those as well, right?
Yeah, so we work with Honolulu Credit Union and Hawaii State Federal Credit Union. They offer great solar terms for the customers, and it, go 18 months or 24 months, no payments, and they can still claim the state tax credits on their systems for PV and for the solar hot water.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, now Radford, Dave, again, we are in the warehouse over here, but another reason for that is that we have a lot of different things to show. Like what are we standing in front of right now, Radford? I'm
So this is a solar photovoltaic panel. So this is basically what people call PV, and this is what the sun generates energy through this and gets converted through an inverter and offsets your energy bill. So this is probably the main component, as well as with batteries to, for most consumers to bring their energy bill down, as well as obviously the solar hot water, which is on the roof as well too.
Gotcha. So again, people here in Hawaii, there are still options that are out there that are available with this Participate program. You get the savings up front, which is also very important. Alternate Energy is also going to be at the upcoming BIA, the home remodeling show, right?
Yes, we'll be up there on January 23rd to 25th at the Blaisdell. Come down and see us. We'll be there every day.
There you go. Again, very important, vital information, especially if you're thinking about solar in 2026. That's Radford, that's Dave, I'm Kai Noah. Stay with us though, because coming up we got much more, including additional rebates that are going to be taking place as well. When it comes to energy, Lauren Taruya knows all about it. Lauren, I'll send it back to you.
Thanks, Kai Noah. Well, I'm holding things down in studio today, and we have a great show planned. We're kicking things off with several details of events that are happening this month. The events are all part of the Chamber of Commerce Hawaii's annual Chamber Weeks 2026. The series of activities lines up with the start of the Hawaii State Legislature. And we have two very special guests with us today to learn more. We have Sherry Manor, President and CEO of the Chamber of Commerce of Hawaii, and Daniel Chun, Managing Director, Hawaii Public Affairs and Sales at Hawaiian Airlines and Alaska Airlines. Thank you guys so much for being here today.
Thank you for having us here.
So very excited. It's not just a week, it's many a weeks. But let's talk about how this all started.
Well, it started off just as Chamber Week. The purpose is to engage the business community in the legislative process and to emphasize that their voice makes an impact. But over the years, it's evolved into Chamber Weeks, kind of month, because our last event ties over to February. So we're very excited that it finally began. And of course, legislature opens next Wednesday.
That is so exciting, and it's really true testament to see how much the community is really wanting, needing, craving these touch points to really learning more about the community right here in Hawaii, and which loops in you, Daniel. Of course, you have been a major sponsor, supporter of the Chamber Weeks. So just talk to us about why.
Yeah, sure. Well, both Hawaiian Airlines and Alaska Airlines really have, spent a lot of years supporting the Chamber of Commerce of Hawaii, and in particular Chamber Weeks. And Chamber Weeks, to us, really showcases what the Chamber does really, really well. And that is to bring business together, to learn, to share, to really support our local economy and our business community and strengthen it for the future.
Which is so exciting,
Yes.
and that really leads into all the things happening. Now, it is a lot, but let's break it down for people. What can we look forward to in the next coming weeks?
Yes, it is jam-packed, and again, grateful to Hawaiian Airlines, Alaska Airlines for their support as presenting sponsor. Tonight, we kick off the YP Link-Up event, and you're a young professional as well.
Yes, I am.
So the young professional legislators will connect and link up with our Young Professionals program. So really excited about that. Next week, we have our legislative meet and greet, where the business community has an opportunity to meet with legislators. We also have our walk around at the state capitol. We have elevating voices, so it's not only for businesses, but also engaging our high school students in the process, part of civics.
That's awesome.
And the last event that we have is a State of Economy event that centers around the 2030 Blueprint, an economic action plan that we launched last year. And we're even more excited because we have MSNBC reporter Scott Cohn, who does the annual cost of doing business rankings. And he will emphasize what Hawaii can do to promote a better business climate here and improve our rankings.
That is impressive, and you're right, it is jam-packed.
Yes.
I love how you talk about there's truly something for everyone. It's not just tailored to one specific genre of people. Daniel, I want to bounce things back to you just because you are also on the board of the Chamber. Why personally is this so important to you?
Yeah, well, just like you, I used to be part of the Young Professionals program, and that's one of the programs that both Hawaiian and Alaska Airlines has supported as well, and is actually the premier sponsor of the YP program. And so, connected to Chamber Weeks, though, Sherry mentioned it, this Elevating Voices from the Classroom event that we have every year as part of Chamber Weeks really speaks to the importance of building that next generation of leaders for Hawaii. And it's something that we're super passionate about, what I'm super passionate about personally. The reason why I support the events and the programs that the Chamber does, and wish that I could actually be still part of the YP.
I still feel like you are.
Aged out of that, but that's okay, but it's actually one of the really beautiful programs that the Chamber has, and we're super proud to be a part of it.
Absolutely. And of course, if anyone wants to get the information, because it was a long list of events.
Yes, and there's more that I didn't mention.
Oh, okay, there's even more.
But yes, they can go to cochawaii.org for the full schedule. Again, we can't emphasize enough how important it is to get your voice heard at the state capitol, because that's where change happens.
Absolutely. Well, make sure to check out their website, get all the details. There's so much to do in the next coming weeks. Sherry, Daniel, thank you so much for being here today. And of course, that'll be up on our High Now Daily website. Make sure you stay with us. We'll be right back after the break. Aloha and welcome back to High Now Daily. We're going to have a new series on High Now that features all of the good work being done by the University of Hawaii Professional Assembly. UHPA is a union that represents faculty from all 10 UH campuses across the state. They have been around since 1974 and help with faculty contract negotiations and implementation. Joining me now is Lynn Wilkins, Director of Biostatistics Shared Resource at the University of Hawaii Cancer Center and past president of UHPA. Welcome to the show.
Thank you.
All right, so first off, can you just tell us about your role at the UH Cancer Center?
Sure. So the Cancer Center is in Kaka'ako, and we're the official NIH and NCI designated cancer center for Hawaii and the Pacific. We're only one of 73 in the whole country. And I've been there, I'm a biostatistician, and I've been there for over 30 years. And my role is to study why certain people get cancer and others don't. The purpose of our cancer center is to help the people of Hawaii and the Pacific through research, education, and patient care.
Wow, I mean, and you do so much. You are also the former president of UHPA, so can you talk a little bit about that too?
Sure, that was an amazing experience for me. I was able to go visit all of the campuses across the system and see the amazing things that each campus does. And I also was we were able to get a contract signed during my time.
Wow, so you've really just been boots on the ground, rooted in the community, finding solutions for people right here, and especially focused in on this UH Cancer Center. Now there's exciting news happening in March. There's going to be a brand new center opening, Ho'ola, right in Kaka'ako. Can you talk a little bit about that?
Sure, so on March 2nd, we're opening our early phase clinical center, and it will be the first place in Hawaii that will offer phase 1 clinical trials.
Wow.
And yes, and it's a big change for us. And already the Cancer Center with its hospital partners offers phase 2 and 3, but this will be new because the new treatments, the novel treatments, will be offered to people in the state.
Wow, okay, so for people who are maybe unfamiliar with some of this language, what does that truly mean for people right here in Hawaii?
Sure, so clinical trials, they compare treatments. It can be medical, it can be surgical, or just even the approach of treatment. And but the newest trials, so if you have a cancer that's unresponsive to traditional treatment, there may be alternatives, but right now you have to go to the mainland to one of the centers there, and then you'd have to spend quite a bit of time. So either people are doing that and it costs a lot of money, of course, to do that, or they're foregoing trying the new treatments.
Wow, okay, so this is really gonna be game-changing for Hawaii's community because no longer are they gonna need to book a flight, go over for how many weeks, even months I can imagine.
Yes.
They can stay right here.
Yes, yes.
Wow,
yes,
okay, this is truly so exciting. I have to ask, what is the funding behind everything here?
So our funding is quite varied. We have federal funding and state funding, private foundations money, and also donors. And the funding situation, there's been lots of changes at the state and federal levels, and so it's quite variable, and we're now depending more on other sources, foundational money and donors, and we really, depend on the support of the people of Hawaii to keep this center going.
Absolutely, and I think, we all have somebody in our lives in some sort of way that has been unfortunately touched by cancer, and so this is truly gonna change the lives of so many people in the community. So how can people get involved if they want to donate, if they want to get involved with some of the research going on? What is the best way that they can reach out and be a part of this?
So the first thing to do is to go to our website. It's www.uhcancercenter.org.
It's right. It's going to be. We're going to pop that right up on the screen for them. The website.
Yes. And or call the clinical trials number for clinical trials, which is on the screen. Yes.
Awesome. Well, thank you, Lynn, so much for sharing all your incredible work and dedication to the community. And of course, you can go to their website to learn more about how you can support. Make sure you stay with us. We have so much more coming up right here on High Now Daily.
Aloha and welcome back to High Now Daily. We're back over here live inside of the warehouse at Alternate Energy. You know, so much conversation happening in the energy sector right now. So we're really excited to welcome in Shayna Doi from Hawaii Energy as we talk about what's forecasted for 2026. Shayna, we're talking collaborations, we're talking partnerships. From your folks' perspective at Hawaii Energy, what does the year forecast to look like?
Well, it's really exciting for us. You know, I think even though the tax credits, as Radford and Dave mentioned earlier, are going away, it just gives us an opportunity to kind of step in as the state and still make it affordable for folks to do things like solar hot water and solar water heater maintenance. So we're really excited to be able to roll out in a couple of weeks some increased rebates for folks who are looking to do those things.
Okay, you just hit the buzzword, increased rebates. What is that going to look like? When does it start and what can people expect?
Yeah, so starting January 26th, so in a couple of weeks, we'll be increasing our rebates for solar water heater installations as well as maintenance services. So those tune-ups that you've heard me probably talk about a million times. For the solar water heater installs, we've introduced a tiered structure. So it's going to be dependent now on the size of the tank that you size of the tank that you have, excuse me, which allows us to open it up to much more households as well as where you live. So whether you're on Oahu, Maui, Big Island, it'll all be different pricing. So what it will look like is if you're on Oahu, you'll get an increase from $2,000 to $2,500 year rebate. And if you live on the Big Island or on Maui, it'll be up to $2,750 for those outer islands. And the tune-up's kind of similar. So it's going from 200 to 300, excuse me, all the way up to 325 based on the counties that you live in.
Okay, gotcha. People at home right now probably got questions. They're thinking, okay, I might qualify. How do I qualify? What's the best resource?
You can visit us online. We'll have all of it. Starts January 26th, so come January 26th, we'll have it all updated on our website, hawaiienergy.com.
Okay, solid. Shayna, thank you so much. We're on the transition back over. And if you're just joining us right now, we're back with Dave Thompson, Radford Nakamura of Alternate Energy. We just talked with Shayna, who is from Hawaii Energy. But Dave, I want to start with you because as a clean energy ally, this is a long-time partnership between Alternate Energy and Hawaii Energy. What does it mean to you folks, especially when you're going out dealing with commercial residential properties?
Yeah, so It's an incredibly beneficial relationship between us and Hawaii Energy. You know, the biggest thing is it's quicker return on investment for the customer. So when I first started 15 years ago doing this, you know, for a solar water heater, the rebate was around $750, I think. Now it's $2,000 plus, right? So it just means quicker return on investment for the customer, you know, when I'm presenting. And so yeah, it's very, and you know, on the service side, of course, you know, because of the incentives they do for servicing as well, it's going to help the customer with longevity of their systems, right? So yeah, it couldn't be more fortunate to have this relationship.
Absolutely, because we're not just talking install and then they're good to go. We're talking about the maintenance and everything else that comes along with that as well. I want to step over here because Radford's hanging out and he's got some big news. We talked about the increase in rebates, but in addition to that, what else is going to be taking place?
Well, Hawaii Energy and Alternate Energy are partnering to give up to $450 on a solar hot water tune-up. So if you go to their website, you can enter and save some even more money on servicing your solar hot water, make your systems more efficient, and increase the longevity of your solar hot water.
Okay, awesome. So this is all kicking off, or what is all this happening? People can get in touch right now?
Yeah, they can already go online and register and, you know, enter their names and, you know, get into the contest.
Gotcha. Shayna, this is going to be going on for how long?
Till February 7th.
Till February
Yes.
7th. And then what's going to be happening? How do people stay up to date?
Oh, follow us and Alternate Energy. Our social is My Hawaii Energy, and like I said, hawaiienergy.com for all your energy savings.
Okay, can you feel the energy in the air? Hawaii Energy, Alternate Energy, High Now Daily Energy. Stay with us. We got much more coming up after the break. Great job.
Who says you have to wait until you're an adult to become a boss? That's because this weekend, this Saturday, kids are running the show at the Keikis Market at the Farm Lovers Farmers Market there at Pearl Ridge. And we have one of their young entrepreneurs right here, Samson Moy, and his mom. I love the mother-son duo.
Yes.
This is not your first time on TV. You were here last November, right?
Yes.
So did you make money? Last time?
Yes.
That's what I'm talking about. He made money. That means he expanded on his products, and we're definitely going to touch a base upon that. But first, Mom, I want to talk about how important it is to let kids kind of be their own boss, be their own entrepreneur. And have you seen Samson kind of grow in that space?
Yes, our Kids Markets organization is a nationwide organization, and as a nonprofit, we bring keiki between the ages of 5 through 17 and give them a platform and a space, and we partner with established environments, and so being able to work with Farm Lovers organization and be there at Pearl Ridge. So it's been a success the past 2 times we've been there, and this will be our 3rd weekend, opening the new year with a 3rd market.
That's right. So this is what's your market now? How many times have you been there?
3 times.
3 times, and this is your 2nd time on live TV. You're gonna have a loaded resume once you get a lot older, right? Okay, you have a new product. I know you wanted to show me and all the folks today. Which one is that one?
It's the magnets that I made.
These cool magnets, that's right. First, and I think you showed Lauren earlier, it's these sand ones, and you sold that at the first market, right? So you're gonna be utilizing these magnets next time?
Mm-hmm.
Did you design those yourself?
Yes.
Who is that? Who's that? You have 2 different ones too.
Yeah. It's 2 gnomes.
2 gnomes.
One that has a heart and one that has a star.
Do they have a name?
No.
Oh, okay. So what are you doing with all that money from the farmers market? Did you save it or did you invest it back into your business?
Invest it.
That's what I'm talking about. We were talking about 2 C's, right? What's the most important characteristics as an entrepreneur, especially for young keiki?
Be creative and have confidence.
That's right, creative and confidence. You know what 2 C's also stand for? Credit card, that's right. So people be buying those purchases. You know, I always want to talk about too, on the confidence level, like you mentioned, that being there at the farmers markets, the kids are there, they're interacting with their customers, right? Putting a big smile on. How is it to meet people and have them interact with all your new creations?
It's fun.
Yeah? Okay, how do you make the sale? What's your secret?
Just mostly talking to them about how you made it and stuff.
Yeah, that's true. These look definitely unique. And also sometimes a lot of the kids sell out, right? And what happens when you see then? If maybe they have no more products, do they go around to the other kid stalls?
Yes, so that culture of they bring a limited amount of product, and when our community supports and buys everything, they sell out, and then you find the keiki working with each other. They start hopping around to each other's booths and making it very lively, and they just bring that energy in that space.
I love it.
So that sold out culture is a big, exciting piece and element that each keiki experiences.
We're definitely gonna sell it here because we're gonna give you an exclusive preview on the products that they have. So this is all of Samson's products. What are the other products that we have on the table?
So since we've had 2 markets, I went ahead and featured some of our other keiki. So we have keychains that are created in different ways. I like to say that sometimes people are like, oh no, there's keychains. We want to have different styles and varieties. And
customized too,
yes, they
huh?
are. Some of them are customized. Speaking of customization, over here on the left side, we have these pens. And these pens here are customizable,
Wow.
each one that's there. And our keiki there, he has them put it together and customize it on the spot. So he's there from time to time in several ways, but
That's
that
right.
creativity.
Rochelle, you gotta tell us, where can people go to find this kids markets and also find Samson's fine products and sell them out?
This Saturday, we're gonna be at the Farm Lovers Pearl Ridge Farmers Market from 8 a.m. to 12 p.m. And we are also on, for any ohana and family that wanna feature any of their own keiki, go on kidsmarkets.com and you can register to be part of our event.
Amazing. Thank you for sharing your creativity and your confidence. You got to show your product. Because as we go to break, we just want to showcase his products. Go get these gnomes this weekend. There we go. Yeah.
How's it, Aloha gang, and welcome back to High Now Daily. We are back here live right inside the warehouse over here at Alternate Energy. It's been a wonderful day. We've gotten a chance to learn so much about energy independence. Although the federal tax credit went away in 2025, here in Hawaii on the commercial side, on the residential side, there's still options that are available. So if you're thinking about solar in 2026, Dave Thompson has got some big time information for you, because there's a lot of local partnership that takes place with the credit unions, specifically with Alternate Energy, right? Dave, let's start there.
That's right. Yeah. I think it's important to know for folks that, not everybody has to have 50 grand sitting around in a checking account in order to go solar. So there's a lot of really good options out there. One that comes to mind, Hoku Credit Union. They've got 2 years, no interest, no payments. We're a preferred contractor of them, so that's another relationship we're very fortunate to have. Another one would be, the GEMS program. It's a state-sponsored program by the state of Hawaii, and they've got a long-term loan where they can literally just from day one start paying less, just 20-30% less on their electric bill versus not going solar, and that's with no money out of pocket, right? So a lot of good options as far as financing goes, and and then as far as on our roofing side, we're fortunate to be, we're a 5-star certainty contractor. We've got a couple roofers that have a combined, I think, 70 years of experience, right? So being diversified has really helped us, with challenging times. When net metering went away, when federal tax credits go away, it allows us to fall back on our other products that we have, whether it be solar, water, roofing, photovoltaic. So yeah, good options out there for everybody. You don't have to have 50, 60 grand sitting around in a checking account.
Yeah. Although if you do, just go ahead and Venmo Dave Kainoa, one word. Yeah, check us out. No, I'm going to transition over here to Radford Nakamura. Now, again, we've been talking about Alternate Energy as well. They're going to be over there, and we're talking about local company, been around since '93, but you're going to be at the BIA Home Remodeling Show. What's going to be taking place over there? Yeah. What can Hawaii expect?
Yeah, so, Building Industry of America, the Honolulu, Hawaii chapter, will be at Blaisdell, January 23 to 25. There'll be exhibits, other, contractors, and we'll obviously be there as a solar contractor to talk to customers about solar PV, battery storage, and other, efficient stuff like split air conditioning, and also, just talk to them about some of the financing options that they have with the tax credits going away. There are opportunities where they can still save up to 35%. On their solar, purchases.
Absolutely. And if I'm a viewer at home watching right now who I'm contemplating, maybe this is the year to do solar, what are some things that people should definitely be thinking about?
Yeah, they should definitely be kind of looking at, their Hawaiian electric bill is not going to go lower. Going solar with solar PV and battery storage or solar hot water is one way to immediately lower your bill. And paybacks are pretty good. It's a good investment. Systems are going to last 10, 20 years. So, most homeowners would like to, see savings for a long time.
Absolutely.
So it makes a lot of sense with, doing, renewable energy and being energy efficient at the same time.
Gotcha. Now, Radford, if people want to come out, have you guys take a look for an estimate, get a better gauge on what their particular situation would be. What's the best way to do that?
Yeah, so they can go to our website at alternateenergyhawaii.com, and they can do a request for a consultation. It's free, so they just have to enter their information, or they can call our main office at, with the number that's on the website.
There you go, Radford. Dave, thank you so much for the time. Or again, you can go ahead and check them out over there at the Blaisdell at the BIA Home Remodeling Show, again, going down January 23rd to the 25th. We're going to send it to break right now. You're watching High Now Daily. Stay with us.
Welcome back to High Now Daily. Now, there are lots of sports happening this week, including the Polynesian Bowl, and there's volleyball too. Thousands of volleyball players and spectators from around the world are set to participate in 7-Gen Trans-Pacific Volleyball Championships. Many of the events will be held at the Hawaii Convention Center. Our correspondent Natalie Duran had a chance to catch up with one of the team making their way to Hawaii. Let's check it out.
7-Gen Events is turning volleyball into a full-blown spectacle with thousands of fans watching. With high-energy tournaments, big rewards, and season-long point systems, the competition never stops. And here on Zoom, all the way from Texas, we have their coach, Briar Nevels, and Ava Brody, one of their star players from the Peak Volleyball Academy Club from Fort Worth, Texas. Welcome in Zoom on High Now.
Welcome. We're super excited to be here.
Okay, so, Briar, I want to talk about, you guys are coming to Hawaii very soon to compete into the 7-Gen competition, but this was from a win, right? Back in December?
Yes, it was a win. So if we won the tournament in December in Fort Worth, we would get our trip paid for and our hotels taken care of. So that just gave us a little extra motivation just to, travel across the country and compete against some of the best.
Yeah, that's all awesome. So it was the Paniolo Power Play Challenge. And Ava, before you started the tournament to getting to this point and actually winning, how does it feel winning that tournament and coming to Hawaii? Is this your first time?
Yes, ma'am. It is my first time. I'm super excited. The whole team, we've been talking about it for weeks. Like we're super excited about what we're gonna wear and the beach and everything.
I love it. So you're getting all the bikinis ready or the one pieces and exploring the beach in between the games. I love it. But also, have you been practicing even more, because there's gonna be hundreds of players coming here to Hawaii, not just locally, but all across the whole nation. How does it feel to play on that scale?
We're super excited to play against people that we don't really play, because usually we're playing against a bunch of Texas teams and it's the same team. So we're excited to be able to test our connections and our competitiveness and play against more teams than we've played before. So yeah.
That's so awesome. And Brian, I just want to talk about your club and also the teams that you guys have there in Texas. How did it all come together?
Yeah, so I started Peak around 6 years ago. It's kind of a new club. I moved from Arkansas to Texas, and I was like, I just want to, Texas is the most competitive volleyball region there is. So tried to set out and achieve this goal, and we've been getting bigger every year and just really starting to bring in some competitive teams. And this team, we just came off from winning nationals this last year. So we're ready to translate that going into this next year, and just we've upped our game. We're practicing 3 to 4 times a week, just really trying to challenge our kids for that next level, because they all have the competitiveness and they all have the will to play at the next level. And so just getting them mentally and emotionally prepared for that next level competitiveness, stuff like that.
Right. Like you said, you're already practicing and rehearsing, but it's great to know that, you're also emotionally supporting the team too, and traveling a whole team too and bringing them to Hawaii, I'm sure has its own feats. How are you guys preparing for that flight over?
Yeah, I mean, it is going to be, we might be a little jet lagged, maybe going from one side to the other, but that's what we practice. We practice hard. We set the expectations for us to bring our A game starting at the practice. At the very beginning, we have several drills that will test our, mental toughness. And we think this will be able to carry over to, even if, we're tired, we don't make being tired an excuse. We want to win, and that's our goal. And I think every one of my kids have done a really good job of being able to separate that and, from just the game itself, and being able to really just go out there and leave everything on the court. And we're ready for the challenge.
That's awesome. And besides Ava, who else do you want us to highlight on your team that's been such a strong player last year and this upcoming year?
Yeah, I've got a couple. Our libero, Alo Nai Colin, she is our calm of the storm in the back row, one of our best technical passers that I've ever seen. She's great. And then we got our other outside, Kira Bolden, who goes by Kiki. She's in the USA NTDP National Development Program, a force to be reckoned with. So we've got some athletes on our team, and we're ready to show Hawaii this is how Texas plays volleyball.
That's awesome. I love it. Thank you, Brian. Thank you, Ava, for coming on today. And to the whole Peak team, good luck in your tournament.
Thank
and
you.
mahalo for representing Texas here in Hawaii. And to all you High Now Daily viewers, to learn more all about the 7gen events happening all throughout the season, just go to 7genevents.com.
Make sure to scan the code on the screen to check out our coverage throughout the week as we gear up for the competition. Hawaii News Now will be broadcasting boys and girls 18U championship matches on Monday, January 19th. Coverage starts at 3 p.m. on K5 and online at hawaiinewsnow.com. You're watching High Now Daily, and we'll be right back.
Hey, how's it, Aloha gang? Today on High Now, we hele on to Kauai, and from tea time to dinner time, Puakea Golf Course and Grill has got you covered. Let's go.
Puakea Golf Course, we just try to keep it laid back, keep it the Kauai style, nothing too uppity, too tight. We want to be nice and loose with everybody around here. We got a great location here in Lihue, 5-7 minutes from the airport. Probably one of the younger golf courses on the island. We opened 18 holes 2001. It has its challenges here and there, but then we give you breathers in the middle. Robin Nelson did a good job of not making it overly demanding and also not making it kind of a walk in the park. So you get a little bit of both. 18 full course, par 72, not too long. I think even from the furthest back, it just plays just under 7,000 yards. Any part of the game you want to come out and fine tune or go out on the course, you're welcome to do it. A new addition for us when we reopened in 2022 with a local owner, Kristen Yanagawa, who grew up in Kapaa, born and raised, so Kauai girl. We like to stick to that local theme here and does a wonderful job. The place is, food's always good, people always walking in and out of here, so it's really nice to see.
Take a look at this spread. Chef Kristen is not playing around over here at Puakea Grill. What's the cooking origin story for you? How did you get into cooking and end up over here?
So I graduated from Kauai Community College. From there, I went into fine dining, contemporary flavors catering, where I learned a lot on how to do events, catering. Chef Mark Oyama, he's a huge mentor for me. And then we went to Jocelyn's Tapas Bar and Grill, and I decided it's my time to do what I wanted to do.
So this opportunity arises, and what did you want to come in and bring into this place?
I wanted to bring in life, comfort, home-style food, come together and socialize, have a good time with a great value. We serve everything, Asian flair to continental, so that way it speeds for everybody. Different cultures that came to the island basically brought their different flavors into dishes so that everybody can enjoy what they learn how to cook.
Tell us what we got.
So breakfast items. These are our sweets. We have our stuffed French toast. So you have coconut and maple syrup stuffed with cream cheese and your choice of fruits. This is our mochi fluffy pancake.
Okay.
Has a little chewy texture to it, very fluffy and soft. We have your poke machos. So it's with our wonton chip. It's a Hawaiian style poke with wasabi aioli and kabayaki drizzle.
Quintessential like Hawaii poo-poo over here, right?
It's our loco moco. You've got to try it. It's very huge on this island. A lot of people enjoy it.
Ooh! And then tell us about this hamburger patty, homemade action.
Yes.
2 eggs, 2 patties. This is like Kanaka Attack special, yeah? That's so awesome. That is so awesome. What else do we have?
So this is our ginger fried chicken. It's very moist, very crispy.
It is.
And it's not greasy. The benefit of cooking with gas is our food comes out very consistent and we know what the end result will be. The timing, cook really quick. Electric is not gonna do the job for quick service. We'd like to thank Hawaii Gas Company for allowing us to be part of this.
Here's a live look from our camera that shows off the views and vibes of Oahu's west side. This coming weekend, Friday the 16th through Monday the 19th, they are going to have a bunch of sidewalk sales, giveaways, and more. Check out kamakana'ali'i.com for details. And we're celebrating Way Back Wednesday with a look back at one of my first Hi Now Daily segments ever. Check out my time with Amy French. Aloha everyone, I am here in the heart of Kaimaki at Amy French Beauty, and we're gonna get to know how she specializes in brow mapping for everyone's unique face. I'm right here with Amy French. Thank you so much for having me.
Thank you so much for being here. I'm so excited for this.
So tell us, how do you customize your services for people?
So every face is different, every brow structure is different, every facial bone structure is different. So I really customize everything going with that. I've been in the industry for 19 years. It is very specialized. You need an aesthetic license to do that, and as well as I'm a cosmetic tattoo artist. I specialize in anatomical brow shaping, which goes with the brow mapping. I also do natural realistic microblading, brow tattoo removal, and hard wax Brazilian waxing.
That sounds absolutely incredible. Now you're probably wondering what this brow mapping looks like.
Let's go check it out.
Let's go. Hey, Paige!
Let's do this!
Let's go! All right, so what are the first steps here?
So first I'm gonna analyze her face and her placement of brows. So I'm feeling her nose bridge and the curve of where her brows should start. The tools that I use are a curved ruler, a caliper, and I use inked mapping string.
Wow, it's super precise.
Extremely precise. Her arch peak is about right here, and so she should bring it out a little bit more that way. And that will also help open up her eyes. I'm going to be creating a bunch of different lines, but they're all gonna be matching up together. I'm totally repositioning your arch. When clients have scars in their eyebrows, microblading is a great solution to create a really realistic looking line that imitates a hair. Okay, so I'm gonna sit you back up and we're gonna look at everything of how it's sitting, and it's time for the reveal.
Whoa! Look at that.
Oh my God. That difference.
Oh my gosh, wow.
So you can see how this is where your brow you would start your brow normally.
No way.
And then, so see how it pulls and opens up your eye? Even though it comes out farther, it doesn't enclose your eye.
Yeah.
It pulls it and draws it out, but yeah, it still frames.
I'm like shocked right now. Because I never draw in on this side of my eye because of my scar.
Mm-hmm.
So Amy, we're at our final step. What are you doing?
So now we're filling in the brows with a wax pencil, and I'm following along with the natural hair growth pattern to create lines that will look like the hairs and it'll blend.
Oh!
See how it opens up your eye now?
Yes, with the brow bone here, so now my arch is a little out.
It's perfect. Oh my
It's
God.
crazy. They're like
It matches.
matching.
Yeah.
It's so pretty. Okay, do me. Okay.
Okay, there we go. Take a look.
Oh my gosh. We are new women. Look at us.
Thank you so much for hooking us up today.
Thank you so much. So you have 2 locations. Tell us about it.
Yes, on Kauai in Lihui and over here on Oahu in Waialae.
And what's your website? What's your Instagram? How can we follow you?
My website is amyfrenchwaxing.com and Instagram amyfrench_beauty.
Amazing. Well, you heard it right here. You can check her out everywhere and have your brow game change. Look at us right here. I can't believe that was like 3 years ago, but I'm still going to Amy. She's still hooking up the brow game. I'm actually gonna see her tomorrow, so I can't wait. But we wanna wish a happy birthday to Dr. James Cho, Oahu's newest 106-year-old. He celebrated recently by doing what he's done for decades, exercising at the gym. The former UH Manoa engineering professor retired more than 3 decades ago at the age of 68. He still stays active at Pearl City's 24-hour fitness, inspiring members half his age to live a life to the fullest. We asked him his secret to living well into his golden years, and here's what he told us.
Exercise, eat good food, be nice to people. Action equal reaction. I'll be nice to you, you'll be nice to me.
Of 24-hour fitness for 35 years now, ever since it opened in Hawaii. Thank you so much for joining us. Now you know the Farm Lovers Market is tomorrow, along with 7 Gen events that are happening all throughout the weekend. Make sure to follow us on Hi Now Daily. We love seeing your comments, your likes, your shares. Thank you so much for joining us. And of course,